Good morning, everyone. It's 12/8/2020, and I'm coming on here this morning to talk about the Daniel 7, Chapter 7 prophecy unfolding. On May 29th, the Times reported that the British government was set to propose reforms to the G7, an organization established in 1975 to coordinate policy between the world's largest and most advanced market economies. The UK proposal involves creating a new coalition of democracies based on the Group of Seven, with the addition of Australia, India, and South Korea. It would be known as the Democratic 10, or D10 for short. U.S. President Donald Trump, through his support behind the idea, I don't feel as the G7, it properly represents what's going on in the world. Daniel's prophecy of a beast with 10 horns, Daniel 7 verses 7 through 9. After this I saw in a night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, exceedingly strong. It had iron teeth, and it was devouring and breaking into pieces and trampling the residue with its feet. It was different from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I was considering the horns, and there was another horn, a little one, coming up among them, before whom 3 of the first horns were plucked up by the roots. And there in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking pompous words. Could democracy D10 be the 10 kings mentioned in Daniel's prophecy? Next, I came across Oregon farm quarantine. And this thing had happened over in Denmark earlier in the year. 10 mink samples submitted all came back positive for coronavirus, according to Oregon Department of Agriculture. Earlier this month, almost 20 million mink were culled in Denmark. The Oregon farm has reported an outbreak among mink and farm workers. The farm has been placed under quarantine, meaning no animal or animal product can leave the farm until further notice, according to ODA. The farmer and his staff have been advised to self-isolate. And then also in addition, about the pandemic in the UK, only 13% of hospital beds were occupied by patients with COVID-19 last week, November 8th. This was back on November 8th. The number of occupied critical beds across the British Isles was actually lower than the 5-year average from 2015 to 2019. So in a second lockdown, where the number of cases are going up higher than originally in the first lockdown, it's interesting to note that only 13% of the hospital beds were occupied last month in the face of that. So the numbers don't add up. And the same thing is happening over here in the USA. Lastly, our environment is collapsing. We are beginning to see certain parts of the world becoming impossible to live in. September and October, historic wildfires in the West, record amount of tropical activity, and also the record heat. For the first 9 months of 2020 brought record tying $16 billion disasters to our nation. And this, I believe, is the beginning of fulfilling the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 24. And that's what we're beginning to see. The earth is dying right now, and that's the prophecy that's being fulfilled in that. I'd like to mention, to thank everyone for watching this. I tried for days to make this, to get it in enough time to get in what I had to say. Thank everybody for watching, subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, and sharing the videos. All that stuff is important. And to all the people so far that have contributed to the getting the new equipment, I hope to have enough, raise enough to reach the goal before the end of the month of December. I hope I've gotten over 50% of the goal reached already, And so thanks to everybody that's contributed so far. If I can reach the 100% by before the end of the month, then I'll purchase the stuff and try to have everything up and running by the first of the year. Um, in the meantime, I'll see you soon. And bless each and every one of you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ until the next time.